Sal in Brooklyn. What's up, Sal? Let me hit Sal here. Go ahead, Sal.
These coaches, they are adrenaline junkies. Now he's playing with house money, and he's all happy. As soon as he loses, he's going to be back to the
he won. He's happy.
It's the sport. It's the sport.
Yeah.
Football is all about motivation, and it's about adrenaline and getting the right team to go the right way. It's all about the team that's hot, you know?
Listen, he addressed the problem. He made some changes. I give them credit for making the changes. The changes had to be made. They addressed the problem. So now it worked out last week. They won the game. They showed you some of the stuff you wanted to see. You wanted to see some versatility in the offense. You wanted to see them get the ball to Barkley, get the ball to Beckham, get the ball to Shepard, make some plays. The quarterback was 25 of 29. They drove it down the field when they had to, stuck it in the end zone. So they did some good things. Dennis and Yonkers, what's up, Dennis?
Hey, Mike.
Yeah,
that was a little more comfortable than last week.
Well, I mean, obviously, when you win, it's easy.
Yeah. The first thing that jumps out is the 55-45 pass-run ratio, and that's more Shermer-like, and that's more what you want to see. And I thought Barkley...
But that's a result of what happens, not a result of I'm going to go in and do that. It's a result of what's successful. That's how, you know.
His offense last year was that.
But you know what? That I think I disagree for this reason. I think they can be more explosive than that. I think this team can be a team that makes bigger plays, and we haven't seen that yet. We're going to see bigger plays in the passing game.
But you don't disagree with the balance. I mean,
I'm not worried about the balance. I want to see efficiency. I don't get hung up that much on the balance. Listen, you're going to run the ball late when you have a lead, but they didn't. They didn't have that kind of game where they needed to play a 4-minute game. You know, it might have turned out that way where if they had gotten the ball back and they were up 2 scores, they would have been, instead of passing the ball down the field, they would have been playing the 4-minute game, and you would have seen if they could either run the ball, run the clock, and we'll see if they can do that when they have a lead. I don't know if this offensive line can play that game. We'll have to see if they can. I haven't seen it. We haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, I don't think that. I think that balance leads to efficiency, though. Wheeler, the Wheeler-Flowers thing it worked out first half. They're going to have to. They're still going to have to address all that.
Listen, they doubled Clowney, which they admitted. If you stayed with the press conference Sunday, Shermer said, "Listen, we pick the guys. We pick what guys we're going to be singled when. I'll take blame for that." They left Wheeler on him a couple of times. Clowney, they did not leave Clowney singled very much. They left him a couple of times singled. He got him a couple of times. Man,
Holder was able to hold his own, son, which matters. Yeah. On the other side of the ball, you stop the run, you get to the quarterback, you're going to have success. And they did that. I mean, you didn't like the way the game finished, but they did that. Now, this week coming up, Mike, you got a guy who, it's funny. Breeze is 39 now, and it's clear, if you watch the tape, some of the tape, his pre-pass tape, he's having trouble getting the ball down the field without max effort. But he is so brilliant at moving guys around with his eyes, his arm, his shoulder shakes, in the intermediate range.
They gave him...
I think, can I ask you this? Here's how I would play him. See if you agree. You press up on him and just get in those passing lanes, but you can't let him get any of that intermediate stuff. Sean Payton is a very smart offensive coach, always has been. He knows now that Drew, who never had the greatest arm strength, does not have a lot of arm strength left. That's part of the show last year.
He has impeccable timing, and that's why you see him have guys now that he can hit in space, on the move, and what you have to stop here is the stuff that is timed to hit Kamara and single. Don't get caught with Kamara on a linebacker. Do not get caught in that game. I want to single the outside guys, challenge him to throw the ball down the field to the outside guys, especially outside the numbers. Let Drew do that. He won't do a lot of that, especially outside. He will not do that. Even this time of year, he will not do a lot of that. And if it ever comes up a windy day, forget it. He will not do that. What he wants to do is he wants to hit guys underneath, running in space, crossing patterns, short, intermediate, and hit Kamara where he can get Kamara anywhere on a matchup that Kamara can win with one step. And that's what they're trying to do, and that's why it's all done. Breeze's ability to recognize space and time and be accurate with the ball underneath is He's legendary with that. He does not have a lot of arm strength left. That's why challenge him. He will not look to throw the ball down the field anymore, especially outside. Especially, so if you want to see them, you want to bottle everything up inside and make him, if you can, push the offense to the perimeter where it's harder for him to operate it. Jack in Babylon, what's up, Jack?
Hey, Mike. I'm not sure if you touched on this. I just tuned in, but Giants defense against the Texans, they were basically giving the middle of the field away on the deep crossing pattern, like the 15 to 30-yard range, especially in the third quarter. They struggled with that a lot. I'm not sure if that was their game plan.
Well, listen, they had matchup problems that they had to play. Well, now you see, but the Saints are a completely different team, completely different issues, completely. The Houston can beat you
deep
with big-time plays. This team.
Now, do you think they did that because of the Tavon Austin play against Dallas? They got a little exposed.
Nah, you see, that play was a play that they shouldn't have got beat on. It was a max protect play where they just ran a two-man route and they just got the play beat. I think they got caught short on that play. They got caught surprised. Here, you want to play him where you want to bottle everything up inside. You want to make sure there's a lot of confusion in the area where he wants to throw the ball, which is the 10 yards past the line of scrimmage inside is where he wants to do his work. Take that away, make him push the offense to the edges, and if you make him throw the ball to the edges or outside the numbers, his struggle. And that's where you want to do it. You don't want him getting Kamara on matchups he's going to destroy, and you don't want him, and they have a good offensive line, so don't think you're going to blitz him a lot. I would not look to blitz him a lot. I would, because he'll pick it up and he'll hit the hot. I would absolutely play him conservatively and try to tackle after the catch and keep everything in front. That's how I would play him, and make him come the long field. Make him think and dunk down the field. Let me get a quick break. Back after this.